And we're live. Now you can hear me. So let's start over again, I guess. We're at season 2. Season 6 race number 2 here at the Over30 Clan, the Forza Motorsport Series. We're running Lime Rock today, which is a pretty exciting track, rather short. Should be a pretty fun run. We are just getting situated right now in the pre-race show. The drivers are just warming up on the track, and we'll be starting here shortly in about 25-ish minutes. We're looking at the standings here, so we see Centurio Butts is sitting at 10 points, Lad at 9, Vindadio at 8 points, Vindaxian at 7, Black Death at 6, GKev at 5, Pono at 4, Delray at 3, Bemusel at 2 points, and Gotcha with 1 point. In Fat Attack, the Cold and Foria did not qualify or did not finish last week, or did not race at all, and therefore 0 points. We are running a reverse poll, so you can see the grid position for this or tonight's race, I should say. So her butts will be in the back in 10th position and so on. So we're just getting set up here. We will be switching over to some drivers shortly to do some pre-race interviews and have a little chat with them and how they're running. And we'll just sit here and watch the show. So let's flip over to the track level view here as we sit and wait. Let me just move up, get a little bit of a better position here. There's a reason why I'm not driving. I'm terrible at this game. There we are. And we finally got the mic audio fixed. There always has to be one small thing that goes wrong every game. There's Black Death rolling by. So just a reminder here, so we are running the ghost mode, collision off during kind of the pre-race, but collision is on fully in the real race. We do have some small assists turned on, but the vast majority of them turned off. Collision is turned on. We do require our drivers to do 1 pit stop at any point in the race, so that is a prerequisite as well. We're just seeing the drivers again just flying by as everyone kind of piles into the channel and we kind of set up for the race. So sit tight, should be an exciting run tonight. Whoops. Let me tab it here for one quick second to pull up. Pull up a Forza document. We'll just review the rules really quick. If I can find it. Forza is a quality game. Okay, so just as a reminder, if this is the first time you've seen it, so we are running B-Class of 600 or below PI. We are banning the top 3 fastest models in the world per track. So we basically look at the Forza stats and ban the top 3 fastest cars, and that's really just to keep the meta out of it. So people drive a few different cars for the actual race, so we don't already know what's the fastest cars to run for the race. We are doing a reverse pole position for the second race this evening and all the races until the end of the season. We are running a suggested line for braking only. Braking is ABS on. Steering is set to normal. Traction control off. Stability control off. Damage, fuel, and tire wear, we are running the simulation for it, so it is full damage, full tire, full fuel, and full tire wear. Friction assist is off. Collision assist is off. Collision mode is always on. The grid order again is reverse pole. Roll-off delay is none. We are doing a pace lap, so it is a 21 race lap with 1 pace and 20 normal laps. We do require 1 pit stop. And we do have regulations on, which is the new thing that's happening this season, for collision and track cutting. It's something they've recently added into Forza. Just a few minutes here while the drivers pile into Discord. We'll be pulling a few of them to have some conversations. See some of the drivers. We're still waiting on a few drivers to get situated tonight. And sorry, every time I flip over to my second screen to look at Discord, it decides to put me into the menu. It's a bit annoying. As Vendatti rolls by. And we'll just flip over to the standings here and just take a look at where we sit for this season. So again, Centurio Butts is in the lead by far with 10 points. Lad with 9. And so on and so forth. And we will be bringing some people in to have a chat with in just a moment. So sit tight. And the race is scheduled to begin at 11 o'clock this evening. So in about 16 minutes. Damn it. Every time I tab. Stupid Forza. Alright, let's go ahead and bring our race leader in to have a little chat with him. Hey, Centurio Butts. How's it going, man?
Going good, you?
Doing well, doing well. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm not sure what car to drive. This Dodge I'm using is doing 56s.
What do you think of the track?
I've always liked Lime Rock, especially this first section here with the curves. It's always been fun to drive.
Yeah, it's really a short track too, eh?
Oh yeah, less than a minute. I mean, less than 20 minutes to do this race. I'm getting kind of nervous though oh, Pono, you bastard. I'm getting kind of nervous for next week though, because I got a wheel stand coming in the mail. So I'll be switching from controller to wheel.
Oh no!
Next week's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting to see how you perform when you change your setup there. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. And you are currently the race leader, right? So you got a lot to lose.
Yeah. Well, I've always wanted to race on a wheel, so.
So there you go. I guess you got to get some extra practice runs in, right? Do anything exciting for your tune? I guess you haven't even picked a car yet, right? What are you thinking for your top few picks for cars?
I got this Dodge Viper that I managed to get in the B class. It's doing 56s. I got a BMW M3. I think it's 70 something. But that's doing 56s. I don't know, maybe the Mini. That's doing 58s. All-wheel drive Mini.
Are you favoring cars with like better handling or better top speed for this track?
Well, I put power into them, but when you look at the lateral G's like Vindaxian does, I'm in the like 119, maybe 120, if that, for lateral G's, whereas Vindaxian's preferring around 125. So I guess I'm more in the power section of it.
Cool. Well, it's going to be exciting to see you on the track tonight, and I'll pop you back down with the others, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, see ya. All right, there you have it from the race leader himself, Centurio Butts. So still undecided in what he's going to drive, and excited for tonight. So should be good. It will be exciting to see him on a wheel. That'll be really exciting to see him go from controller to a wheel and see how he performs. He is one of the stronger drivers in the Over30 clan. This is his primary game he plays, so be exciting to see how he handles going from a Xbox controller to a wheel. With that, we'll bring in Fat Attack, who is kind of in the middle of the pack. I think it's actually his first race tonight. Let's go ahead and grab Fat. Hey, Fat, I've dragged you into the pregame show. How's it going, man?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
How's it going? So you were MIA last week. Is this your first race? What are you driving?
I am going to be driving the Porsche of all Porsches. It's a 60s 904 Carrera. I won it last year in the B Series, so I thought, let's bring it back out, see how it does.
It was meant to be, right? Are you doing anything special
Yeah.
in the tune with it, or are you just kind of leaving it stock?
I leave it stock and I share the tune so that anybody can play with this great machine.
Excellent. Do you do anything special with it, or
Uh,
describe the tune for us? Give us the gentle notes and the flavor. You know.
Sure. I don't like turbos. I don't like superchargers. So I try to make sure everything is perfect in the engine and don't have to add anything extra. I like to keep the stock engine for the Porsches, and so most of the tuning goes into the handling.
Excellent. If you're approaching the starting line, slow down and give us a little view of your car as we're talking. What do you think of the track tonight?
The track is short, but it's pretty quick, so it'll be just making sure that you hit the corners because you can get out of them quick and you feel like you can go faster than you really can. And it's such a short track that that'll be where I'll mess up.
Are you favoring more handling on this track or more like top speed? Where you're at with
Oh,
that?
definitely handling. Yeah, handling's the way to go on this track. The top speed helps a little bit on the one straight, but everything else, it's acceleration and handling.
Very cool. Is this you coming up to the line now?
I'm coming that way, yes.
Oh, Pono just passed us. Ooh, a little spin out the end of the track there. Should be an exciting race. I think we're still waiting for some people to join, but having fewer racers on this track, I think might be okay because it's such a small track.
Yeah, it should be fine. Sorry, we were having a little party over there in the corner, trying to hit each other.
Delray going backwards on the track. I think he's trying to cause some shit.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
All right, very cool, man. Anything else you want to say before we
No,
go
that's
tonight?
it. I don't got nothing.
Well, good luck, man. And hopefully you have
Thanks.
a great first race of the season.
All
And
right,
kill
thank
it
you,
out
sir.
there. Take care, man.
See ya.
Hey, Reaper, I got you in the pregame show. How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
What are you driving tonight?
I am driving an AMC Javelin.
Nice. I know you're under the weather tonight, so you're definitely trooping it up. Are you doing anything special with your car tonight? Any special tune or?
This is a tune that I've had for the last time we had a B class season. I like
Just kind of using the tried and tested?
Yeah. It's my own tune.
What do you think of the track?
It's very short. It's I think it's all about handling, really, more so than speed. There is one long straight. My plan was to pick the biggest car so nobody could pass me.
Just beef yourself up a bit so you have no space. Give no one time and space, yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool. And how are you doing for the season? You're
I think I had a pretty good race.
yeah, you had a very good race. You're third place?
Some guys are just too good.
Well, it's a long season, right? So you definitely got some time to make it up, so. And I heard a rumor that Centurio Butts is waiting on a racing wheel.
Oh,
So he'll be going in a couple of races from now. He'll be going from controller to wheel. So there could be an opportunity to maybe catch up in some points while he makes that transition, right?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
Very
think
cool.
a lot more people are getting them.
Oh, yeah, I think we do enough racing in the over 30 clan that some people. I think Black runs on a racing wheel as well, right? You're a controller guy, right?
A few people do. I know Fat has one. I have one, but for Forza, I just race with the controller.
yeah. No, I hear you. Excellent. Anything else you want to say?
Now join the clan, man. We have a lot of fun with this stuff.
Where
Really
can
have a
you
good
where
time.
can you find us?
Over 30 clan.
Over30clan.com. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool, dude. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll catch you later.
Thanks, Oprah.
Hey, Black,
Hey, how are you?
the owner and president of the Over 30 clan. How's it going?
Doing well.
What are you racing tonight?
Got the 1990 Mazda MX-5 out, the Miata.
Oh, nice. You do anything special with it from a tuning perspective, or?
Yes, so Lime Rock. It's not a complex track, but it's a very technical track. Use your best phrase, and what do you say? Easy to play, hard to master.
Yeah, easy to get into, hard to master. Easy to pick
Yep.
up and hard to master, yeah.
Yep, that's this track. So full grip tune. Power ain't gonna help you here. You can lose several seconds in just a couple corners that are on this track. So full grip.
Very cool. And I guess, what do you think of the track? Challenging as hell?
It's nice that it's simple, but like I said, it's technical, and the more racers you have on there, the more difficult it's going to be. With a power car, you may get lucky and pass somebody on the straight, but there are just so many opportunities for a grip car to pass you in any corner. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I think looking at what I see in the lobby in the hopper right now, it looks like most everyone is gone in the same mentality with grip.
It's like a full tune, yeah. As Pono does a cartwheel right beside me and barely misses my car. So you're sitting in the middle of the pack, which is a pretty strong position in 5th place. I've heard a rumor that our current season leader is switching from controller to a racing wheel in a couple weeks. So that'll be interesting to see how he adjusts, and I think there might be an opportunity for some people to make up some points.
Oh, that's news to me. I didn't hear that.
Should
Okay.
shake it up a little bit. So I think he said he's about 2 races away from transitioning from the controller to the wheel. You run a wheel, right?
Oh yeah, yep. From
Yeah, that's
day
your-
one, I ran the wheel.
It's your preferred way. Have you ever run a controller at all, or?
In all the previous Forzas, when I would play casually, controller all the way. I play them all on Xbox, and then this is the first Forza that I've played on PC, and decided to go more immersion than. I mean, technically, all the world records in the game are held with a controller, and that's just simply because you can go lock to lock instantly versus in a wheel, which's got 2 to 3 turns lock to lock.
Yeah.
But I just like it for the immersion. It's definitely much easier, in my opinion, for braking and gas.
So do you think Centurio Butts will transition well to the racing wheel, and we won't see any kind of drop in his performance, or do you think there's definitely gonna be kind of a learning curve there? What do you
If
think?
he's never played on a wheel before, he's got a ton of experience on controller. I would think somebody that has that much experience in the game alone will do well, but there'll be a learning curve because it's definitely much different. Another big key that you get with the controller, and this is a little secret tip out there that anybody with a top 100 score should know. So you lose seconds in a lap in shifting, and so with the controller you can set up with manual shifting, and then you change the button setup, and you pretty much just mash both buttons and it power shifts, where you don't have to really use a clutch like you would in a pedal wheel setup. So he's going to lose time in that regard, and he'll lose time in the steering lock to lock speed.
Well, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how it shakes things up a little bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. That's news that I heard he's going to do it. So yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'd love.
You heard it first here on the Over 30 Clan pre-show race, or pre-race show, I
Yeah.
should say. Yeah.
Yeah, very curious to see how he does and what his feedback is on it.
Anything else you want to say? Maybe a plug for the Over 30 Clan?
Yeah, of course. If you're an adult, 30 years or over, and you're looking for people to play with, we are your group. Check us out at over30clan.com. We set up events like this as much as time allows and resources allow, and just have fun, and play to F an objective.
That's great. Well, good luck tonight, and I'll let you get back. Do you know who's hosting tonight?
I will probably try and host, so fingers crossed.
Oh, dear
'Cause
God.
this game doesn't like me too well at times, but we'll see.
least it's a short track. So
Yeah,
you know, I'll
exactly.
toss you
You
back
should
down so you can get all that set up and
All right, bud. Thank you.
see you on the flip side. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to get finalized here, and race starts in about 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Every time I flip over to my monitor, it decides to put the pause menu up. Oh, and I see more drivers showing up right on time, so I think we have about 8 drivers tonight, 7 or 8 drivers tonight. Let's jump down and have a little chat with all the drivers here. We wait for the race to start.
We're not doing the qualifier, so
Yeah.
Right,
No,
it's
people,
been
people were
the whole thing
leaving, so that's
Okay.
why I was asking.
yeah, we'll get her all set up.
Oh, I was doing my best lap right there.
I'm sure.
Save it for the race.
Save it for the race.
I barely touched 56.
Safe.
One
Probably-
time.
No, I'm not even close to that. So cool. Yeah, great job.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch cars. I was getting a low 57s and I got a 56 7, so should probably change that.
By the end of the night, I might get there. I don't know.
So we're just getting set up here. So just give us a quick minute. We'll be starting the race in about 2 minutes.
Our lap drivers will be ghosted. That's interesting.
Oh,
Looks
you
like
don't
a
want to
good
do
new
that.
car this time.
There's a lot.
Vindaxian put in a
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
it's pinned, it's pinned or whatever. Look at that, and all of those tunes are shared. So just pick one.
Anything
hate
with
that
good
finding
handling.
time.
Handling and acceleration are your friend on this track.
But wasn't that first car he put in one of the banned ones?
The Lotus Elite.
Possible. Yeah, I mean he ran laps with whatever he wanted to set a baseline with one of the really broken cars, so he ran with the Lotus Elise and seen what kind of times he was getting with that.
He was
I
getting
think
like
he got
53s, right? Like,
Yeah, it was something crazy.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's got to be like top 100, right?
It's probably
Oh,
top
yeah.
10 or
That's-
Yeah, I
20.
was about to say. I was like,
I-
that's
I-
like top 10.
No, I think it's last time I checked, this time on this track was like it's top 60, top 100 time. I mean,
That's crazy.
That's still but for B class?
yeah.
Or is that all?
Well,
Okay.
Butts would do the same thing if he hopped in a Lotus 340R or something like that. He'd be running 50s.
All right, we got.
Yeah.
We got.
Sorry, one sec. I'm just going to buy a car.
Sure, man.
Wait, so
Uh,
Butts, you haven't used the steering wheel yet, right?
Standard, standing.
No.
Dude,
Total
butts.
maps.
You
Well,
and
I
I
did-
need to like get together and like learn how to use the steering wheel for real.
I did
Just be
try it on my lap, but that shit didn't work.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just be prepared.
It's
It'll be a couple of
rough.
seconds slower start.
No, it's okay. Bam's got to get a car anyways.
And then the other thing, if you don't like it, then you got to try a different game too.
Have
gotta
you
try,
ever
like,
raced with the
Project
wheel
Cars
before,
2 or
Butts?
something like that.
No.
Oh, I'm really curious to see what your
Me too.
feedback is.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh shit! I need a test drive. I don't know where this car red line's at.
So-
just get it.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you think of it. Because when I got the wheel, I was like, oh my gosh, these people, I don't know how they've been doing this, but
Well,
it's super fun. But
It's fairly challenging.
it's super challenging. I don't know how Black did it for that long. Like, with us, like, on controllers. Like, I think it had to be so frustrating.
Well, try racing cockpit view too. That's
Right,
another
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
that's
that's
see,
what
that's the
Dustin's pretty
biggest thing
good
that you
at it,
probably won't
too.
like, but
This is-
oh,
to me,
I can
there's a
race
big
in cockpit.
delay.
I say Dustin's good with it too when he actually.
Yeah,
races.
Well,
he is.
he already races hood view, and you could probably still use that with wheel.
Yeah, you can use hood view with wheel. I think that's the way to go.
Did we ever ask everybody what their thoughts were of doing a race with forced cockpit? And
I don't
see how it
like
goes.
cockpit,
Lad.
but
Is-
I mean,
I'll
I'd be
do
open
it.
to it.
Lad's not here.
Yeah.
If
I would-
No, that's
Okay.
if everybody was forced to do it, I would do it. Like
Yeah.
I don't race with
Okay.
cockpit view at all. I mean,
Right.
I'd be at a disadvantage, but I would agree to it for sure.
I think it's a waste of my space on my real estate of my screen. I also think it's a waste of
Well, if you use
being
that
able
other,
to know where everyone is. And so, like, if I had two small screens to my left and my right that acted as mirrors, sure. And if you want to send me two iPads that I can put on this two sides of my screen, and I can look in my rear view mirror, see where y'all are at, I think that's a great idea. You know,
I pay
sometimes-
money to try to get you to figure that shit out with iPads.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out
Yeah,
what
right on the
Companion
iPad.
app, like
Yeah,
Forza.
my bad. I just meant some two screens.
So Butts, what wheel did you end up getting?
it's the Thrustmaster TMX Pro.
You sure that's a wheel?
Yeah,
You didn't get that at a sex shop, did you?
it's one of the lower end lines,
Kinda.
but it does have force feedback.
Being
but
recorded.
What's
Pro is good,
if
like,
if I like it, then I'm probably gonna get the Fanatec. I think it's a CSL Elite
Yep.
for the PS4, and then with that base, I can get an Xbox wheel, and it'll work for both consoles. So,
Oh, nice.
You're not into the PC either?
well, if I can, first I have to actually get a PC that doesn't die when I go to play a game.
Yeah, let's get you on a PC. That's just you'll be so much happier.
Are you gonna get a racing suit and gloves too?
No,
Do it.
Racing shoes.
Well, that's
It'll
what
help you
G-Kev
shift.
does on all the money he saves from his Xbox. He just puts
Alright,
on the like.
Let's go
full
through the
suit.
grid real quick. So, U4's not here. Cold wasn't here. Fat's here, but you're going last because it's reverse grid.
oh come on, put him ahead of me.
Nah.
Give him a
it's fine.
chance.
I'm here. I'm here.
Those were the rules. And then same with Noble. You're in the back.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
confused. Not all the cars are available. I'm trying to buy a car or try to get a tune for this stupid car. There's nothing I can do to get to 600. Like, why are all the cars not available when I go in to buy a car?
One thing
Are you-
that's wrong. Second, are you in our setup already right now?
Yes.
Okay. That could be it. You should probably click out real quick and come back in.
Wait, does it have to do with the car collector level?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like level like 7 or something.
Wait, no,
Just
you
go
should be
go
good.
back. Yeah, just go back and like buy the car you want, get the tune you want, then come back in.
Okay.
It gets weird.
There are some cars you can't buy based on your collector level.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally
Is
get
that-
that. But
is
like,
that
I
right?
literally
I didn't
saw
know
the
that.
car I wanted to buy. I bought it, and then it was not available.
Yeah.
So we're just getting kind of the last things a little tuned up here and getting everyone in and the pole position set. So we'll be starting in just a few minutes. We're just kind of chilling with the drivers and listening in on their banter.
But I have
We get
zero
started in just a
experience
second.
driving it. I just put a tune on it, so it's not the Viper I was using that was getting 56s. So we'll see.
Yeah, but isn't that the?
Yeah, I
no,
think that
it's
one's
banned.
banned. Yeah.
This is
it's a ban.
Lotus Elise 111S, not the
Hey, like-
340R.
This is totally 1 year later, G-Kev. Yours is an 04. That's what it sounds like. I mean, Lotus Elise, I'm just like,
You're seriously gonna use a Lotus? Okay.
Well, I can
It
go
does
back to
say
my Viper.
05 Lotus as banned cars.
Yeah, and that's
Does
what
it?
you have.
And that's what you've got. I'm looking
Uh,
right at the list.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was like. It
I'll-
looks the same.
okay, I'll change.
Just drive what you want to drive.
He's gonna win anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, no one's like worried about you not winning.
I'll change, but this is that car.
No, that's
Well,
a
then,
Right,
you know,
yeah,
what?
two different
yards
Here's
Lotuses
the-
also
here's
on
the
that
Elite.
list.
It's also banned, and
Mhm.
along
You
with the
you have
BRZ.
340 yards, a 05 Elise, and the BRZ. Those are your
Man,
three
buddy, we
cars
gotta
you
get
can
going.
have.
Oh,
I
just
am
broke the corner.
installing
My bad.
tune.
He doesn't even pay attention to banned cars because he's like, I'm gonna win anyways. Like, why do you guys need to ban my cars?
Face behind the
Well,
voice.
I mean, we can go
What's up,
that
Dan?
route.
How's it
I mean,
going, man?
I'll pull up.
we're just getting started here, so we'll be starting in just a few minutes. We're just waiting for Bam to get his tune together. Shit's guy's not fucking prepared. God damn it. But once we're all set up, we'll be getting going. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers today, so it should be pretty exciting. There's Bam. There's his Mazda MX-5. So I think we're going to be pretty good to go once we set the pole position. So.
Delray, Pono, Kev, me. Bam, Delray, Pono, Kev, me. Then it would have been Vindax, and he's not here. Vindadu, Lad, and Butts. And then the rest are just at the tail end.
Yeah, we're just
Where's
farting
Lad?
around
Where's
back
he?
here.
You see it?
Okay.
No, Vin said he had.
Bat,
Lad is here or no?
No, that's not him.
Bat, and Bam, ready up. Right. Let's get this done.
All right, good luck, guys, and I'll see you on the flip side. Enjoy the
All
race.
right, thanks, buddy.
See you,
Thanks,
Aubrey.
Opry.
Fingers crossed that.
Fingers crossed, everything goes well.
And we still got to pit once, right?
Yeah.
Gotta pit once, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you want.
All right, excellent. Let's get started. Race number 2, season number 6 here at the Over 30 Clan Forza series. We have 9 drivers tonight. Pretty exciting. We are running Lime Rock, which is a very tight, windy track. It's actually a very simple track, but very technical, as Black was mentioning before. So it'll be a pretty exciting run. So we are going to be doing the pace lap here. Just a second here while I set up the cameras so we can actually see what the heck is going on. And we'll back it up a little bit. So Bam is leading the pack today because of our reverse order. We're just getting everyone into position here for the first pace lap, and I will move us to our Forza main camera. There we are. Excellent. We're also going to get rid of the map. We will turn on the player info. Actually, we'll turn off player info for now. As you can tell, we are absolute experts at this pace lap thing. There we go, a little premature acceleration. About to go on the line. So this is a 21 lap race. We did do the first lap as a pace lap. And we're off. So Bam is in the front. We have GKev passing Bamuzlo. We are going to back up a little bit so we get a better look of the field. See Pono in 4th place here. With his very interesting pink paint job. Bamuzlo already hitting the dirt and losing a lot of time. We're going to be falling back there. GKev's still up in front. Delray in a close second. Let's back up a little bit further until the pack kind of spreads out. We're going to take a look at Bamuzlo in 6th place. As he is being challenged by Noble right here. Noble does pass him on the outside. We're going to fly up to Noble's view here as he catches up. Actually, we're going to go up to... Oh, Centurio Butts also passing. Centurio Butts is our race leader, so let's take a look at how he takes on this first lap. He has been driving very aggressive for the past few weeks, so I'm curious to see how he does in this first few laps. We're sitting on lap number 3 already. This is an incredibly short, but very technical track. Mr. Turabutts passes Noble on the inside. Noble having none of it, trying to take back his position on the inside. Manages to bully that back from Centurio Butts, so Noble is currently in 6th place. Let's bump up a little bit to Black Death here, is currently in 5th place. He's a bit further to the front of the pack. You see Pono there trying to take Del Rey on the outside, spinning his tires a little bit, losing a bit of momentum, unable to make that pass. Pono hitting the dirt, losing a little space. Vendati is going to get pinned. He manages just to barely get by. Black Death had a real opportunity there to kind of squeeze Vendati out of 3rd position. But Black Death is still on the inside, still in an attacking position, and might be able to take Vendati. As Vendati is doing a little bit of brake checking on Black there. Not giving him any time or space, using his car to kind of block the passing lane. Wearing a Black Death's going to make a move here on Vendati. Might pass him here on the inside, a little bit of paint transfer. We do have regulations turned on, so there will be penalties for hitting other drivers and also cutting corners. But it does make for an interesting finish. As Black Death is being pressured by Pono behind him as well. Let's back up to Bamboozle here in the back of the pack and see what this looks like, as Bamboozle is pretty far behind from what looks of it. So let's bump up the Fat as Bamboozle struggles to remain on the track there and smashes head first into the barricades. Fat Attack appears to be pretty much on his own as well here in 7th place. Let's pump up to Black Death. He's closer to the front of the pack, just behind Centurio Butts here. So Centurio Butts is driving rather aggressive. He did start off in the back of the pack. We are only 5 laps in, so he has plenty of time to make up some major distance here. Black is opting to do his pit early, same with GKev. Black Death's pit crew has not been performing quite well. That is some interesting pit action. We haven't seen that in a long time. It's an aggressive exit from GKev. I wonder if there's going to be some regulations there, as Black Death's pit crew doesn't even lose a beat. Manages to get him out rather quickly to try to make up some time from that very interesting pitting that we saw. In case you're wondering, Forza is a very bug-free game. Fat Attack appears to be pretty much on his own here in 5th place. Let's go up to Pono, as the drivers seem to have spread out except for the pack in the front here. Centurio Butts has made his way up to 3rd place already, driving very aggressively. So he looks to take Vendati on the inside, does a little bit of paint transfer in the back right bumper of Vendati's black. Looks like Dodge. So let's take a look at this aggressive driving from Centurio Butts. As Vendati has managed to just take 1st place from Del Rey, does a little bit of brake checking, puts him in his place. Doesn't want to give him any time and space on the inside as he uses his car to block that passing lane. Centurio Butts is going to have to be careful here as he navigates these 2 very aggressive drivers. Again, this is a very short track, very windy track, very technical track. Centurio Butts waits for his time to pounce and manages to take 2nd place there. And now has his eyes set on Vendati, who's just barely in front of him here, just barely holding on to 1st. As Centurio Butts is being very aggressive on the inside. Vendati not having anything to do with that, using his car to block that lane. Again, Vendati cognizant of Centurio Butts being right on his ass and just making sure that he has no time and space, as these cars are locked at pretty much an exact acceleration. Vendado braking a bit early. Centurio Butts trying to take that pass. Brakes a little late, has to slow right down. Tries to block Vendado with his car. There's that little bit of a paint transfer, but Vendado manages to take back first place. Let's back up to Delray in fourth. Hopefully we still have a view. So we do still have a view, so it is a very tight race here for first, second, and third. With Delray not far behind in fourth. So the front of the pack is quite bunched up this week. Now we are only 8 laps in. We still have plenty of time left in this race. Centurio Butts is opting for his pit. Interesting move, maybe giving himself a little bit of time and space. Going to use the pit as a way to separate himself from the aggressive pack drivers and just drive a faster race and hopefully make up time that way. So we've seen a bunch of drivers opt for that early pit. Vendado's still holding on in first place here. Pono in second. Delray in third. We got G-Kev in fourth. Let's take a look at fifth place here, Black Death. As we do see some space being put between these two drivers. So we got some rather large penalties for Fat Attack. Fat's already lost 2.75 seconds. The best lap is Black Death currently with a 57 and 3/4 second lap time. Let's take a look at Noble here in 7th place. He drives the 205 Turbo. Let's see what the leaders are doing at the front here. Let's take a look at G-Kev in 4th. So it appears that the front of the pack has spread out considerably. Let's take a look at Delray. So Delray, Pono, and Vendado are still bunched up here. As Pono takes that turn a little wide, loses a bunch of momentum in the dirt, and gets passed by Delray. Delray opts to make his pit halfway through the race. All the drivers are required to do one pit stop throughout this race. We do have collision, tire wear, and fuel set on simulation. Seems we are coming up to our first pass, our first lap situation here. This is always a dangerous moment. You don't want to make sure you don't inadvertently crash into one of these drivers who have really no impact on the first place finisher, but can definitely mess up his night. So you got to be careful with these type of passes here. The drivers are in Discord and they do actually communicate, so very rare that these situations involve a catastrophic crash, but you never know. Still something to be concerned about. Well, Vendadio opting for his pit as well. So let's go back to Black Death here in 4th place. So he's putting a bit of pressure on G-Kev, currently in 3rd. Bemusel stopping there. I'm wondering if he maybe ran out of fuel. Let's just take a quick look at what's going on with Bemusel's car there. I'm wondering if he... No, seems he just decided to slow down and do a little bit of drifting, a little bit of extra style points. Just having a little bit of fun with it. As he spins out on the grass. Let's take a look back at Black Death here as he's fighting for 2nd place with G-Kev. G-Kev barely holding on. If you would like to support the stream and you do have Amazon Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime to help support the Over 30 Clan. All proceeds from this stream channel, the Over 30 Clan USA stream channel, does go to support the Over 30 Clan, our website, our game servers, and other costs associated with the Over 30 Clan. You can always check out the podcast at SoundCloud, Over 30 Clan, to be able to see how we use our money and where the funds go. We do have a financial review every week for the clan members to understand where the money is going from the donations that we do receive. So feel free again to subscribe to this channel if you wish to support the Over 30 Clan. If you are an older gamer, 30 years or older, you can always join us at over30clan.com. We support all platforms. As Black Death takes GKev here and takes second place. You can find us at over30clan.com. It's Black Death taking the inside there. Very nice move. Let's back up to GKev. He doesn't seem to be too far behind Black, not giving him any time and space. He's going to want that second place back. And it looks like Centurio Butts, currently in 4th place, is right on everyone's heels. So we'll just back up here and take a look at all 3 drivers. They fight for that coveted second place position. We are on lap number 14. It's only seven more laps to go. GKev hitting the dirt there and losing a bit of momentum. Black Death seems to be pulling out a little bit here in second place. Well, check back with these two. Oh, looks like Centurio Butts is being very aggressive here on GKev. Looking to pass him. Takes GKev quite easily here on the straight. Has his eyes set on Black. Coming that corner very aggressive. A little love tap there. Black Death still holding on to the first place. The Centurio Butts is currently our best lap time, almost breaking the 57-second mark. I think he is capable of doing 56 on this track, so it'll be exciting to see what happens. We still have 6 laps to go, so a little bit of time for Centurio Butts to do his work here. And Black Death just barely holding on the lead with half a second. Oh, half a second lead. Let's back up to 3rd place here. Currently looking at GKev. So we got a view of the kind of the front of the pack. Centurio Butts seem to be pulling ahead. I think his car's tuned for a little bit higher acceleration, a little bit more power on the straightaway. We'll check back with these guys in just a second. Let's go pump back to Vendadu, currently in 5th place. Seems that he's, you know, in striking distance of Pono, but Pono has definitely pulled ahead of Vendadu in a comfortable 4th. We are down to our final 4 laps here. Let's go back up to the racing leaders, and Pono is not in sight of the top 3, so he's dropped back quite considerably. So we do have a very tight race here for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. As Centurio Butts is holding on to a 2nd place position. Black Death currently in 1st. GKev and Centurio Butts are still fighting out here for 2nd and 3rd place. GKev right on Centurio's ass. Black Death seems to be pulling ahead. I guess it's all the fighting that Centurio Butts and so are doing. It's giving Black Death some time and space to build quite the lead going into the last 3 laps of this race. Centurio Butts about 2.25 seconds behind Black Death. Black Death just continues to advance his lead here with just under 3 laps to go, with 2.5 laps to go. No, Bemusel does have a did not finish, so he had must have had a wreck or ran out of gas or something there. We'll check with him after the race as Black Death is lapping our last place driver there, who was just politely getting out of the way. Fanatec getting out of the way for the top few drivers here. He is becoming a little bit of a roadblock for GCAV, but GCAV seems to be managing it quite nicely. A little bit of paint transfer. Again, Black Death just using this confusion here to pull ahead here. So we are under 2 laps to go. Or I should say under 3 laps to go, but 2.5 laps to go here. Black Death is still quite considerably in the lead. Centurio Butts, our current season leader, is right on his tail. Let's go up to Centurio Butts so we get a good view of first and second here, as we are down to our second last lap. So under 2 laps remain. Black Death's lead is diminishing a little bit, but he still has quite a considerable lead with only 2 laps to go. I'm wondering if Centurio Butts is going to be aggressive enough to be able to take Black Death here. If he's going to want to do, he's going to have to do it very soon. As is customary on the last lap, we will take a look from our leading driver's point of view. So Black Death is in a fairly comfortable lead. He is the current lap leader for this race as well. So just one more good lap. Can he hold off Centurio Butts, who is right on his heels for the most part? Less than a lap to drive here. So we're about the halfway point of the last lap. No sign of Centurio Butts quite yet, so... And Black will take first place. Centurio Butts will be in second. Let's take a look at GKev, who's coming across the line in third. Pono in fourth. Vindadu in a comfortable 5th position. As he crosses the line. Del Rey in a comfortable 6th. Noble in 7th. Fat Attack in 8th as they finish up the lap. So let's go take a look at the let's go talk to the drivers here. See what's going on as they finish up here, with Fat Attack doing his style point finish there.
Oh, I went off the track.
So congratulations, Black.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you didn't incur enough penalties to disrupt your first place finish.
Nope. Del Rey ran a clean race, and it was a tie between Vindadu and myself. I got screwed on the outside turn of the second to last turn there. It went outside and it still counted as a penalty, but we prevailed.
The Forza gods giveth and the Forza gods taketh. So we'll call that a giveth. We'll call that a giveth.
Crashing, nobody crashed, so Very happy with it. I mean, the game didn't crash.
Yeah. There's a lot of paint transfer. You guys are swapping paint like two schoolgirls. Yeah, it was interesting to see, but yeah, nothing catastrophic. I mean, if you guys want to do a couple catastrophic crashes once in a while, I mean, that'd be really kind of cool to get on camera. Just saying, but it's a great Twitch clip. But I mean, don't do it for my sake, right? Do it for the clan.
We got to get you four and Mary back in here.
Right? Saying just have one person do the race backwards.
Or
That's
John or Nitty. I mean, there's a handful of people, really.
Oh, congratulations, Black. That was a fun race. Interior Butts, you did some work there, trying to make up from the last pace start, but
Yeah,
Guess
that's
not
the
enough track.
consequences of tuning a car right before the race. I just figuring it out. Maybe a few more laps, I might have got him. Congrats, Black.
Excuses.
Yeah, thanks. It's a hell of an achievement for myself.
What kind of laps were you running, Black? Like, what were your lap
To be
times?
honest, my fastest lap here was not the fastest lap I did in practice. So 56.9 was my fastest here. In practice, the best I got was 56.4.
Can I see what my fastest lap was?
It was
57.9.
57.9, yeah.
I ran faster in practice.
So, Opre, will you pick our next track for us, please?
Oh, that's right. I gotta do that, don't I? Where's that list that we had? It's somewhere here.
Pinned in
Oh, you pinned it?
Yep.
Aha.
Delegation at its finest.
I should have had this all prepared if I was a good host and I knew what I was doing.
We can change this back up to a meetup if everybody wants to try this track out.
I'll run.
Yeah.
Run 2 laps, 3 laps, something like that.
I don't run too many. Don't get too much practice.
Might be the only practice I get.
All right, so we're taking a Lime Rock, and I think the other one is already taken out. All right. Drum roll, please. I just got to find the button. There we go.
we need a drum roll sound effect, though. Break them on.
There we go. Mediterranean.
What?
Mediterranean? What? You didn't do my list? What? Paste list. I pasted list. Huh?
Wah, wah.
Wah wah. What?
Everybody's like, what's Mediterranean?
I know. It's like, is he really trying to say Mediterranean's a
is that
track?
Spa?
Like, 'cause
What
that's
is that?
not.
Yeah, this stupid thing. Okay, paste list. Paste list. Replace all current choices will be removed and replaced with the new list. Okay, done. All right. I think so. I think I got it. I think apply wheel changes. Oh, there's an extra button. Okay.
Instructions unclear.
Just in case the lists I pasted were really what I wanted to do. Anyway, drum roll, please. Bernese Alps.
I was like, come on, man.
Bernese Alps.
Bernese Alps.
Ow.
All right.
I like Bernese
That
Alps.
should be
That's
fun.
a
Yeah, I
fast
like that
track.
track too.
Bam, go look at your tune for that car and see what kind of wheels it has.
The
Bernese
banned
Alps,
cars
super
are
technical.
340R, Subaru BRZ, and the MB190E.
Well, you can play whatever you want, basically.
If
Right,
you're
excellent,
like,
well-
in last place, can like the handicap be you get to use a band car?
You
No,
need to be
man,
up front of
Promise
the-
I will still stay in last place.
Hey, Bam,
I'd be fine
if
with
you're
that.
in last place and I'm in last place and we get to use banned cars, people are going to get pissed.
That mean I come in last on purpose?
Yeah, right?
Hey, I control the scoreboard, Bam, so you can always pay to win. If you catch my drift.
Alright, I'll take that offline.
There we go. All right, well, congrats, Black Death, on your amazing first place finish and great race, everyone. This is really exciting, especially you guys really had a kind of a solid group of like 4 cars there at the beginning for a very long time. That pit that you did, Black, I actually wanted to talk to you about that. Did you?
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
you noticed that collision on your pit. I didn't even know that was possible with the
Oh,
the
yeah,
assisted pitting.
he, like came through my car.
I didn't
On
see
my-
a collision.
You didn't see
on
a
my
collision?
screen, I did.
No, I just hauled in there full speed, and it didn't.
Oh
collide or
wow!
anything
Yeah, no,
on my
I
screen.
saw you collide into GCAV. So you were coming into the pit, and I guess you were going to go ahead of GCAV, and GCAV was coming out as you were passing him. So your cars actually collided, and your car actually took extra long to get to the pit, and then got out in a little bit quick. I thought quicker, but it was weird. It was just a kind of a weird Forza thing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. No,
Is-
it was like pit is normal on my screen. I
Yeah.
didn't think
So
anything
you
of it.
cheated.
Establishing quality connection, right? Like it's just
Yeah.
it's just what it is.
Did you see
Well,
anything
congrats,
there,
guys.
Kev, in the pit?
On my screen, it didn't do anything to my car, but it was like I was ghosted. You went through my car on my screen.
And I saw a collision. You can see the clip after if you want, but I saw the
yeah,
actual
we'll have
you
to
guys
go back and look.
colliding. Yeah. But
That's interesting.
anyway, good luck.
You had this set on drift.
Thanks.
So it slowed
Catch you guys
me
later.
down and-
All right, so that's it for race number 2 of season 6 here at the Over 30 Clan. Again, you can catch us here every night. Our pre-show starts at 10:30, where we do talk to some of the drivers and have a little bit of fun before the race. So you can catch us every Friday night. 10:30 is the pre-time or pre-race show. 11 o'clock is when we start the race. And hopefully we'll see you here guys next week. If you want to check us out, we're at over30clan.com. We are a clan dedicated to the older generation of gamers, 30 years or older. If you have a Twitch Prime and you want to subscribe to the channel, the Over 30 Clan, Twitch Over 30 Clan USA channel, all proceeds will go to supporting the clan and everything we do here at the Over 30 Clan, including our website hosting and game servers and other cool things that we run here for the members of the Over 30 Clan. So hopefully we'll see you guys here next week. O30C signing out. So take care, everyone.